A woman started shooting during church service? What is really going on? The devil is active. Yo, when kings talk, the conversation different, but you already know that. Back once again, a shooting at the church? What is really going on? Seems like the devil is just really attacking all the churches here lately, man. A shooting at Joel Osteen's church out there in Houston, Texas. A woman walks in and opens fire. What is really going on? Y'all have to see this, man. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. This is crazy. A shooting inside the church? Got Satan's name written all over it. Y'all check this out.
Well, first off, thank Chief and the Mayor and Chief Pena and all of these men and women did an amazing job. And it's just, you said it, Chief, it could have been a lot worse. Of course, we're devastated. I mean, we've been here 65 years and have somebody shooting in your church. But, you know, we don't understand why these things happen, but we know God's in control. And we're going to pray for that little 5-year-old boy and pray for the lady that was deceased, her family and all, and the other gentleman. But I don't know, it's just kind of in a fog, but, you know, just believe that, you know, we're going to stay strong. We're going to continue to move forward. And there are forces of evil, but the forces that are for us, the forces of God are stronger than that. Yes. So we're going to keep going strong and just, you know, doing what God's called us to do, lift people up and give hope to the world. Again, I want to thank all these gentlemen because, you know, I can only imagine if it would have happened during the 11 o'clock service. We were in between services going into the Spanish service. So, you know, if there's anything good of it, you know what, she didn't get in there and do a whole lot worse damage. So we thank God for that. He's watching over all of us. And as the Chief says, we're going to keep going strong and bringing hope to the world. But thank you again, gentlemen.
Thank you, Pastor.
We're told she began shooting just before 2 p.m. between afternoon services. At some point, she was shot and killed by 2 off-duty officers. The young child, either 4 or 5 years old, was shot along with another man who was in his 50s.
We have Lime TV coverage for you this morning. Victor Jacobo is live for us at Lakewood Church to break down exactly what happened there. But first, we will start with our Ugochi Iloka, who's live outside a home in Conroe. Ugochi, how is this home connected to the investigation?
Yeah, right now we're still working to confirm the exact connection to the home here. But what I can tell you at this hour is that there is at least one tie to yesterday's shooting in reference to the house in this neighborhood. Also at this hour, I can tell you that law enforcement officers are in the vicinity. You can't see the several police units behind me right now because it's dark, but they are here. And at this point, they are not commenting on the nature of this investigation. Take a look at your screen here. This is video of federal agents spotted in this Conroe neighborhood last night. At this hour, we're still working to learn a lot more about the shooter. Houston police say a 30-plus-year-old woman who walked inside Lakewood Church on Sunday shooting with a long rifle was shot and killed by 2 off-duty officers. The woman had a child as young as 5 with her, shot in the exchange of gunfire between her and the officers. The child, HPD says, is in critical condition at the hospital, and another man was shot in his leg in the crossfire. Here's what Chief Fenner and Pastor Joel Osteen had to say about this tragic shooting.
Places of worship. That's what they are. And that's what they will remain in our city.
We don't understand why these things happen, but we know God's in control. And we're going to pray for that little 5-year-old boy and pray for the lady that was deceased.
Yeah, right now we're still working to learn the connection between this woman as well as this little boy still fighting for his life. In the meantime, we're going to send it over to Victor Jacobo, who is live at Lakewood Church, who has more on eyewitness accounts. Victor?
Yeah, Gochi, this morning we're learning more about the harrowing stories from people who were inside Lakewood Church during the moments when those shots rang out. Now, when the shooting happened, it was just minutes before service was set to begin around 2 p.m. That meant people were filling inside the building right before that service. Witnesses told KHOU how they managed to run out of the building or were forced to find cover inside before police could respond to the scene. Now, the situation was terrifying, especially for parents who were separated from their children who were at the daycare center inside Lakewood. Now, here you're going to listen to a scary account of a young boy who was in a daycare center of the church when that incident happened.
And I peeked out the windows and I saw cops coming, so I knew there was something inside the church that would do damage to us. So my dance group ran into the bathroom, and all we had to defend ourselves is a knife, a box cutter, and a wooden and some wood to block the doors.
Now, Lakewood Church, of course, home to a very large faith community, and once many of these churchgoers had been able to escape the building and out into the campus, were praying and singing in order to comfort themselves and wait for those moments once the all clear was given. We're also waiting this morning for more information from Lakewood Church about when they may open again and what the status is of the investigation inside. For now, reporting live outside.
Yesterday, the main one, why? What motivated this woman to walk into Lakewood Church and open fire? We're told this may be the shooter's house. This has been an active scene all night. The FBI, Conroe Police Department, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, the Houston Police Department, and the Texas Rangers have been here. It's unclear what evidence they collected or if they were looking for something specifically. The woman's identity right now is still unknown.
The only thing I could do was look towards my left and yell for my mom. And I said, "Mom, Mom." And my mom was screaming, and then my mom said, "Come, come." And we ducked.
Scary moments there inside Lakewood Church. Some witnesses say they even heard at least 14 gunshots. Church leaders say they had just wrapped up the afternoon service and were about to start their Spanish service when the shooting happened at about 2 in the afternoon. Police say the woman in her early to mid-30s walked into the church with a rifle, wearing a trench coat and holding a small child. They say at some point she opened fire, shooting a 5-year-old boy and a 56-year-old man in the leg. The Houston Police Department chief says an off-duty officer with HPD and a TABC agent working security shot the woman. Investigators say before she died, she reportedly said she had explosives in her car, but nothing was found. Her motive this morning is still unknown. Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo is calling for investigators to look into if it was a hate crime since the Spanish service was set to start.
I don't want to talk about her motivations because I don't know and we may never know the full story. But the important message is we're going to stand together as a city. We're going to stand with this church today and the pastor to make sure that healing begins immediately.
Again, it's unknown if the victims were struck by the suspect or officers during the shooting. The officers involved, an HPD officer, is 28 years old with 2 years of service. The TABC agent is 38 years old with 4 years of service. Neither of them were hurt. Both are now on administrative leave during this investigation. A very active scene here out.
Crazy, right? One thing that got my attention, though, from Mr. Pastor Joel Osteen, he didn't seem like he was bothered when he was being interviewed. He didn't seem like he was saddened, or I don't know if he's just so filled with God that everything is all good, but I felt like he should have showed just a little bit more compassion than what he was showing. That's what popped out to me. The next thing is like a shooting inside the church. What is really going on? I feel like the devil has really started to unleash his wrath on the church and really attack God's people and really get to the ones that are weak. Because that's what the devil does. He preys on the ones that are weak, man. But for this lady to walk inside the church and open fire, regardless of where you at, opening fire, I mean, you on a mission. But to do it in the Lord's house? Pastor Joel Osteen, what do they got going on down there? What do they have going on down there? Let me know what y'all think about the video, man. Anytime someone loses their life, it's a tragedy. But at the same time, when you put your life in danger, yourself, then what can you say? She opened fire inside the church house. I can't believe it. With a baby with her. She had the baby with her. Walk up in there and just went to... That's crazy. Drop down in them comments. Let me know your thoughts and the feelings, man. When Kings talk, the conversation different, but you already know that.